What is going on, my good old friends of YouTube? It's your boy Stas here. Welcome back to yet again another video. So listen, we have to break down Palantir stock in this one. You guys know the drill. We'll go over the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and we have to cover some news that we just got. A billionaire sold out completely. Guys, it's a jam-packed video today. If y'all find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks from Moo. Listen to this deal, man. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a $30 cash reward. And fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks. And overall, your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, this is the best deal on the market by far. So check out the link down below or go to stasurfs.com/moo. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So it's currently about 12:45, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have Palantir stock, ticker symbol PLTR, up around, actually no, now it's down barely, pretty much at break even, down a whopping 2 cents on the day. And this is after we opened up at around, let's see, 44.80 to 90, and then we dumped initially to about $44. So we dropped about 2% in the first couple of minutes of trading, and since that point we've rebounded, right? We're now pushing $45 per share. Again, we're pretty much at break even, which it makes sense considering how much Palantir has gone up. We're continuing to consolidate, which is what we did yesterday. You guys can see all of yesterday. We consolidated at about $45 per share. That led into the aftermarket yesterday, the pre-market today, and it's what we're doing now, right? So in the very short term for direction on PLTR, I'm watching $45.10. That was generally the resistance from yesterday, also from today. So if we're able to get out of 45.10 in the very short term, Palantir could maybe start to rally a bit more. So I'm going to set my alert at $45.10 for now. And here on the 20-day chart, you guys can see how we took out the highs from a couple weeks ago with yesterday's big move. And now we're just simply consolidating above the highs from earlier in October. We're holding them as support. We're also getting a nice pop slowly off of the 50 moving average on this 1 hour time frame. That's a very good sign that buyers are slowly coming in at this point. And on the 4 hour chart, you guys can see the same thing pretty much. Buyers are coming in right at the old high. We're holding it as support heading into earnings on the 4th of November, which, by the way, check out my video from yesterday if you guys want to see the numbers, some numbers I'm looking at heading into earnings in a couple of days here. But yeah, man, Palantir stock is looking pretty good. We're flat on the day, which is not a big deal considering how much the stock has gone up. Not every day is going to be a big day, right? And this is in the midst of a pretty nice day for the stock market, at least for the NASDAQ and the S&P. The NASDAQ's up 0.75%. The S&P's up around 0.25%, as the Dow is slightly in the red, down 0.1%. And we have the Russell down 0.6%. So we are still seeing some resistance on the Russell at about 2250, 2300 points. And the Dow is slipping a bit more after it has been coming down over the last couple of days, as quite frankly, it got a bit overbought after it hit all-time highs at over 43,000 points. Unbelievable, man. So yeah, we're looking decent across the board today. Pretty mixed bag for the indexes, but Palantir is fighting to go green right now. And of course, guys, I'm long. I'm holding the stock. I'm up over 100% on my position, and I don't plan on selling anytime soon. Now, let's talk about a billionaire that sold out of their position completely. And by the way, guys, run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe. I think 50% of you guys watch the content, but you're not subscribed. And we're trying to get to 50,000 subs, man. So I need you guys to subscribe, hit that button, and you might as well join the email list. It's free. I send you all my top 3 stocks every Monday right to your inbox. That's in the description box down below. So Paul Tudor Jones, he ended up selling out completely. I was reading here, and I believe he put his money in a different stock. Let me actually make my big old head a bit smaller. There we go, guys. Beautiful. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So we can see that Paul Tudor Jones in the second quarter sold all of his shares in Palantir stock, which is one of the best performing stocks, AI stocks, this year, no doubt. And it looks like here he added to a position of another AI giant. And Paul Tudor Jones's stock rose so much over the past 5 years, 2,700%, that it completed a stock split back in June, lowering the per share price to make it more accessible to a broader range of investors. And you guys know what stock this is? Well, it's NVIDIA. So Paul Tudor Jones sold out of his Palantir and bought more NVIDIA. So he sold 126,594 shares of Palantir stock and increased his position in NVIDIA stock by 853%. Oh my gosh, guys. That's insane. To 273,294 shares. So what's the dollar value on that, guys? Hold on. I'm pulling up my calculator right now. Oh my goodness, man. That's insane. So 275,000, we'll round up a little bit. Times what's NVIDIA at today? Let's say $140. So he owns about $38 million of NVIDIA stock. If I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, roughly. Right? Yeah, 38 million. Either way, he has a lot of NVIDIA stock, man, and he just increased it by 853%. And maybe it's because of valuation. Looks like here the article says the valuation problem. I'm not sure if that's what Paul Tudor Jones said or if that is the valuation. Looks like here it says, though, or their perception of the valuation, Yahoo Finance. Either way, it says here, though Palantir's long-term story still remains strong, looks strong, today's valuation could limit gains in the near term as investors turn to companies trading at more reasonable levels. NVIDIA, too, has soared this year, but trading at 49 times forward earnings estimates, the stock could have more room to run. I totally agree, man. I'm long Palantir, but I'm not an idiot in terms of valuation, right? I understand Palantir is, pretty perfectly priced right now. It's not a deal. It's not fair valued even. It could arguably be a bit frothy, whereas NVIDIA is trading at a much lower forward earnings multiple. It just is. So I could see the reasoning behind Paul Tudor Jones locking in the profits on NVIDIA or Palantir, and putting the money into NVIDIA. I could see his reasoning there. I could see it. And, it's one that I personally, I'm not doing the same thing per se, but I own NVIDIA as well. I agree in terms of it being a pretty good deal right now. Sure, it's the second biggest company in the world behind Apple. They're neck and neck right now pretty much, but it's still sporting a pretty low P ratio. There's a lot more growth left in the tank. I think it's still a pretty decent buy. NVIDIA is. So I'm with Tudor Jones there, but I'm just not selling Palantir. But hey, you could own both. That's what I'm doing, right? I'm in Palantir. I'm not buying more Palantir now, but I'm also in NVIDIA, which I was buying more recently, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that part of the video. So, billionaire Paul Tudor Jones, boom, he's out, he's gone, just like that. Right? So what do you guys think? I'm curious. Where's your head at? Are you still in Palantir? Are you buying it? Are you selling it? Locking in profits? I'm curious. And make sure to join the Patreon. Shout out to everybody, all the new members that have been doing that. I'm posting all my moves in my Patreon portfolio on Patreon, where I'm buying stocks every single week. I'm putting in money every single week. So if you guys want to see my portfolio, how I'm building it, stocks I own, the performance, all of that is on Patreon, link down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. There's also a Discord chat. I post a bunch of other charts and ideas, what I'm doing throughout the week on Patreon. So guys, check it out down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the inside, or if you don't join the Patreon, I'll see you guys in the next video.